What is up, Nuggets? It's your boy, Killer Pizza, here with a brand new video for you rascals and rapscallions out there. As always, I hope everybody's having a great weekend, watching some spooky movies and whatnot. And, first and foremost, I want to apologize for not putting out a video last weekend. Your boy was a bit under the weather. And then in terms for today, I know this is a bit of a late upload, and I could have recorded this video yesterday, but I figured, I'll just record it in the morning. I'll put it out at noon, the normal time, I usually do. I roll over in bed and I look at the clock. It was 1:30 p.m. Like, what the hell? Like, I know I work seconds, so I sleep in pretty late, but damn, so figured better now than never. But as you can tell from the title, I have Pro Wrestling Tees unboxing. I ordered some shirts through Pro Wrestling Tees. I like the stuff they do. I haven't ordered from them in a very long time, and maybe it's about time that I did, because as you guys can tell from like my past 5 videos, I've been wearing a black tank top in every video. I just bought me a package of tank tops, and I've been wearing them around because it gets really hot here in Michigan. I know there's a lot of other states that get way hotter, but due to all the lakes we have, the humidity is always a bitch. But with that being said, Pro Wrestling Tees unboxing. I got 3 shirts in here. I figured I'd wait and open these up on camera. I know not everybody that watches this channel is a fan of wrestling, but oh well. Okay, first up, I thought this was pretty rad right here. Got 3 shirts. Look at that. IRS, Mike Rotunda. What does it say? No deductions, no exceptions. IRS says pay up. I thought this was pretty cool. Now, I think I might be the only guy around wearing an IRS shirt. But it's funny, when I was a little kid growing up watching wrestling, I clearly had my favorites. Everyone liked Hulk Hogan. People were fans of Warrior and stuff like that. But I always liked certain wrestlers where I couldn't understand why, if that makes sense. Like IRS, the model Rick Martel, like those 2, for example, I really liked growing up as a kid. And it wasn't until I got a bit older that I realized their in-ring is so good. That's why I like them so much. Like when you're a little kid, you don't really notice that type of stuff. You know what I mean? You don't recognize, I like this wrestler because he's a good wrestler. Because I think when you're that little, you don't really know what a good wrestler is. But IRS, one of my favorites. I love the gimmick. The whole look with the tie and the suspenders and everything. I love it. Alright, and next up, this is my favorite wrestler of all time. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart. Look at that. So this is like an 8-bit t-shirt looking like an old Nintendo game and everything. Sharpshooting action. Bret Hart, the official seal of excellence. Yeah, my all-time favorite for sure. Bret Hitman Hart. Gotta grab a Bret Hart shirt at all times. It's funny, I'm making this Pro Wrestling Tees unboxing because the last time I did one was like 3 years ago. And the other night I had a comment on there, and I wasn't even going to bring this up or anything, but apparently like I had like a random DVD deal in the package, and I said something, I guess, that the Road Warriors aren't my style. And some guy 3 years later, like I don't normally get negative comments, he starts telling me off and everything, like, you don't like the Road Warriors, I guess you're a fan of all empty arena wrestling, da-da-da. And it's like, bro, like, I'm a pro wrestler myself. I say I'm not a fan of... I said the Road Warriors aren't my style because I didn't grow up on them. You know what I mean? I wasn't an NWA fan as a kid. I love the Legion of Doom, but, like, when I say they're not my style, like, I can watch LOD. They're fun, but it's squash matches and stuff. It's always cool. Like, but for me, I would have always went back and watched, like, the Hart Foundation... the British Bulldog, Strike Force, you know what I mean? So it was like, geez, man, I got so pissed off that I said something apparently negative about the Road Warriors, but people are stupid. Okay, now here is the favorite shirt of the lot. This is why I placed the order in the first place. I'm a pretty big Terry Funk fan, and look at that. Forever, forever. Now this is obviously from his classic speech after his original retirement, which was, I believe it was it in Japan? I'm not quite sure. I think it was like 81 or 82. It was like the early 80s, his first retirement. But how crazy is that? That's when Terry Funk first retired. But it's super iconic. I remember first seeing that like in the movie Beyond the Mat when they were like showing the clips of him wrestling back in the day. But I love Terry Funk, man. You know, the older I get, the more I relate to him. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's crazy that he would retire like in the early 80s and how much longer he would do it. But anyways, that's the haul. Nothing too crazy with this video. I got a Terry Funk shirt, Bret Hart shirt, and IRS. The only guy rocking an IRS shirt. But yep, that is the little haul. Yeah, I just want to definitely get this video out there. Even though it's a bit late, like I said, I apologize about that. I got some pretty cool stuff coming the next couple weekends, so stay tuned to that. You know, I was going to go check out that video store that was the last video store in Michigan, but they just remodeled it to, now it's called like a Colt 83. And I seen online, like, it's still a video rental store, but they sell like sex toys and everything in there, and it just doesn't look like the old video store. So I don't know about that anymore, that project. But anyways, yeah, nothing too fancy with this video. Just wanted to show you guys the 3 wrestling shirts I picked up. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Sunday. Other than that, Blood Guts Gore. I'll check you guys next time.